Hey there YouTube, it's Evolutionary out here with another Vedalverse clips reaction. These are the clips for today. Let's get right into it, shall we? Hit it. Aqua witnessing Vedal getting sacrificed. Dark Knight. Okay.
Dude, the flashbang is the worst, man. That one actually like hurts my eyes.
I know. I don't like that one either. But you know, it's 1,000 bits. I'll take it. I'll take the damage. Okay. All right. Switching the gears. Let's look at whatever this. I mean, I know what this is. I know that's Vedal and Neuro, but whatever this meme is. Ready?
Yes, it's the Vedal and the Neuro.
Wait, should I share you my OBS still, or should I go back to the Discord only?
I think no, you could share like the way that is right now. What are you doing? Is this OBS or is just Discord? I think this is Discord, right?
I'm sharing OBS at the moment, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever you want. Honestly, anything's good. As long as I can see the meme and hear it.
It's all about the memes, boys. It's all about the memes.
He looks so tired.
Yeah, that's
he is always tired.
He's always tired. Yeah.
Vedal works really hard, so
he does.
I think that was his subathon too. All right.
It's a hard-working turtle.
He is.
We released the Vedal plush.
My brain is currently.
Oh my god,
that's recent. That's recent.
Okay, are you passionate about the Vedal plush that's available now?
Oh, what are you doing? His Vedal plush.
It was worth a try, to be fair. There's a Vedal plush out now if you want it.
Oh my god.
Okay, how to basicing the Vedal plush is insane. Okay, guys, come on. Don't mistreat the Vedal plush. Come on.
Oh my god, they're just throwing eggs at him. Wait, oh my god, Jesus! Oh my god!
That poor thing!
Oh my god!
Aww.
This is so sad.
It is so sad.
Like, absolutely abused.
Yeah.
No proof.
Okay, alright, okay. Do we really have to...
That is so nasty. That is so vile.
Dude, like that little he's gonna smell like spoiled milk like within like a couple of days.
Yeah.
I feel
spoiled
so bad
milk
for that
beetle.
Guy. One Vedal plush was sacrificed to make this
Man,
meme.
that's crazy.
Oh, he sacrificed. He was. It's true, actually. That poor little plush.
Ban the guy
skin,
saying,
like his
be
skin
careful,
burned.
you may be next.
Yeah, banned. Immediately banned.
Hey, what?
Don't you dare.
That's so sad. No.
Don't you dare do that.
Don't do that to the aqua plush. No. I think I saw a picture of somebody who shoved you in a jar. By the way, it was just like, but you were just like you were just like in the jar, but you were too big for the jar, and so you were just like stuffed in there, like couldn't breathe. There was no liquids
Not
inside.
The captain. Okay.
You were just stuffed in there, and I felt like oh my god, no!
Are you sure that
release
was me? My plushie is not out yet. It's still making. It's gonna be shipped in October. Are you sure that was me?
Oh, well, I don't know if it was you. I thought it. Wait, maybe it wasn't, because there's quite a bit of other VTubers that have blue hair too.
Yeah. I think you might have saw somebody else.
Wait,
yeah.
How long have you been streaming, Aqua?
Today or
no, like in general, like years.
2.5,
How long have you been a VTuber?
3.5?
VTuber. There we go.
LB.
Like, when's your anniversary?
My anniversary.
My guess would be 2.5 to 3, actually.
Is this year's December? It'll be my 2 years anniversary.
Yeah, it would be 2 years. Yeah. I still remember. I still have an inkling of when Aqua started streaming, but only like kind of got into the sphere of like when the Vedalverse took off. You feel me? So it's kind of through past understandings, right? But moving on. Next clip. Ellie talks about code bug clips. You know what? Sure. Go ham, King. Go ham. This can't possibly go wrong.
Learning to cook stream, it'd be pretty grim. I don't know how to make an egg, dude. I don't know how to
Ellie, what the fuck? Girl, huh?
make an egg.
Hard-boiled eggs are like the quintessential college meal. You feel me? If it's not a hard-boiled egg with pepper, scrambling the egg is kind of easy. All you just need to do is just whisk it and then pour it in, and then you just keep whisking it until it just becomes. Now, I know some people who like it crispy, but I guess that's a bit too dry. I like it preferred like just after it's cooked, but not enough that it loses most of its moisture. You feel me?
I've learned to bake bread, and that bread is coming out nice, I will say.
Okay.
Some good looking bread.
To be for baking bread, I still remember because you can still buy. I don't know if they still make it, but you can buy like these, not these Nutri-Pots. They're like these weird appliances where you can just pour in the ingredients and it will prepare, like it has a weird thingamajig in between that kneads the bread, and you can have like a full fluffy bread from start to finish in like an hour or so, or 2 hours. And it's like, bro, I've been working my ass off to make sure I can afford one of those. So baking your own bread sounds insane. You feel me? It sounds
bread
nice.
we've been coming up with lately.
Yeah.
Easy bake oven stream would go so crazy.
It actually would.
Yo, I wonder what it would take to make an easy bake oven actually able to bake bread. Like to get it so that it could actually hold that kind of heat inside of it. It would definitely poison you with plastic fumes, but it might be
I mean,
kind of an interesting challenge.
I still remember back in college, you used to be able to get like these, they're not like well made, but you could get like these plastic heat pans with like a heating pan on top. I'll see if I can get an image of it. And basically you can cook things on it. And I still remember cooking like things that should not have been cooked on it, but it still came out well, probably.
How to make an egg when a mommy chicken and a daddy chicken love each other very much? Well, no,
Yeah.
actually. Eggs don't require fertilization. Most of the eggs that you eat have never been fertilized. So it's just when
Right.
a mommy chicken exists.
Yeah, yeah,
Have Neuro control it. Wait, that's so cute.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Most eggs, yeah, some eggs that you eat will be fertilized. If you get free-range eggs, you'll sometimes find a little red spot in there, and that means that they were fertilized. Eggs are just picking periods. Yeah, to some extent, right? It's menstruation, right? It's the, you know, you just drop an egg if it doesn't get fertilized, I guess. It's like kind of scary how much money you can make from your eggs if you're like tall and you went to an Ivy League. It's like honestly kind of scary because getting your eggs removed, it's not like donating sperm. It's a much
Yeah, because it's as I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's a finite number of eggs because they're not like a renewable resource. It's like you're born with all the eggs you'll ever release in your lifetime. For most females, right? For most girls, that's what I understand.
much more involved process. It's like really, really involved and unpleasant. You have to like, they inject you with this stuff to make multiple eggs ripen at the same time, and then they like surgically remove them from you, and they have to do it like several times over. But at the same time, you make so much money. You make so much money.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I get people's obsession with money, man, but come on, there's no amount of money you could pay me to just like remove or like donate a part of my body, unless it's for a good cause. Like donating blood, I'm able to understand. Donating plasma, I'm able to understand. But this just seems, nah, fam, nah. We're going down a route where it's just, nah, I can't.
Oh god, yeah, we saw that clip about the Vtuber wants my eggs on YouTube.
Oh no, I've seen that clip though.
But you're right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What if I'm trying to make friends?
This clip was insane, by the way.
What if I really want to be friends with Ellie?
Yeah.
And like this is my first exposure. Like
Yeah, I am glad this clip is coming right back around, and I'm glad Ellie saw the clip. Shout out.
asking for her eggs. I don't think you ask your friends for their.
I
Hey, I
mean,
think your music is pretty cool.
yeah.
Your eggs. Really enjoyed listening to bugs.
Okay, well, nice. It saved right
You
there.
happen
Nice.
to have half of your genetic makeup lying around for me to purchase?
Sure.
Isn't it like 8K per egg or something? Well, it's not, okay, it's not like per egg, but it's per time that you get your eggs removed. And this is the thing, is like, it just kind of keeps stacking. Like listen, I'm not optimized for a lot of things in this world, but I am optimized for egg donation. I could get so much money. I'm blonde. And I'm in the tallest category. And
Okay.
I had like perfect SAT scores.
Okay,
My
Ellie,
point
okay,
is just
come,
like,
okay, come on.
sometimes I feel genuinely guilty for not doing it. Like sometimes I feel like I'm a bad person for not having
What?
already done it. Like I could have done it and then put that money in the college fund for my niece and nephew, and that would pay for their whole college if it were in their college fund now. What stops me?
Hey, nah, come on, fam. I mean, ooh. This is such an interesting topic, but I'm like, you know what? Hey, I guess my stance has always been to each their own. For every person, hey, do what makes you happy. Me personally, not into that. Just saying.
Stops me? Like
Self-preservation? Perhaps, Ellie? I guess.
weeks and weeks of going back to get surgery over and over again, permanent scars. You can get some permanent problems from it, and it can impact your long-term fertility. The whole IVF industry is literally eugenics rebranded. Dude, I had no idea until I was working in like the fertility space. I didn't realize how eugenicsy it was. It's crazy. It's crazy. When you go to a sperm bank, you choose what kind of guy you want. Like you're picking ice cream. Like it's crazy. Like you just go in and say a flavor of person. That's insane. But yeah, no, you're like, this is how much I want him to have on his SATs. These are the schools I want him to have gone to. And I want him to have a very handsome face, you know? You owe no one your offspring? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the real thing. Okay, I couch it and all this stuff about like, I don't want surgery. I don't want the possible impact on my fertility down the line. But the real answer, the real true answer is, I think it's weird. I think that's weird. I don't like the idea of like, somewhere out there are people who are half me and they don't know me. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, that is weird. I think that's just the foundation of that whole concept is mad. But hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, IVF and, you know, y'all do your thing, okay? It's just, it's a lot of wild shit, okay? I just don't know. There might be some genuine like medical reasons as to why it's required, and I think in those cases I can be like, okay, understandable, have a nice day. But going out of your way to go and do something like that just for money is just like, nah, that just doesn't. It kind of weirds me out the wrong way. You feel me? It is what it is. But moving on, next clip. Crelly tries to fit her fist in her mouth. Thank you, Crelly. Okay. This thumbnail is insane. The effort needed for this thumbnail of just putting this fist image right here.
I do have a big mouth, actually, in real life as well.
Wait, can you put your fist in your mouth?
Almost. I can almost do it.
Want to put it to the test?
Yeah, right now?
Yeah. Let's say chubby monkey.
What? What was that?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I can almost get it, but I can't quite get it.
Bro, that gagging remind me of a
Don't finish that sentence, Aqua. Please don't.
clip with Elle and her pickle and Coco telling Elle to suck on that pickle, and I'm like, what in the world is happening? You're gagging, reminding me
Chat,
of
can
that.
I get an XDX if you want Elder to suck on your pickle?
No, Chad, you don't have to do this.
Okay.
You don't have
I
to do
want
this.
Elle to suck on my...
No,
Okay.
Yeah,
Chad.
say it. Finish that sentence.
Yeah, finish the sentence.
No pickle?
No pickle.
No pickle?
I hate pickles.
Oh, that is not a base take. I love pickles. Pickles are sour. Their depth of flavor, the crunch of freshness whenever you eat something that's a bit too heavy. Pickles have their place. I'll have you know.
I like pickles as long as they're cold pickles.
Same. I respect that. Same. Hot pickles, no. Agreed.
So, a dead person?
Oh no! I mean, like a real pickle, like the food.
Aqua, what did you just say? Girl, I could have sworn I heard something that I wasn't. What did you just say?
Oh!
Yeah. So when you said you hate pickles, you meant.
Anyways.
Come on.
Okay, we're not gonna. Next clip. We're not. No, next clip. He talks about the blurred line of disability classification. Okay, guys, what does this clip make up? Okay, some of these clips is just out of left field. Half of these clips dead serious. It's like, okay, well, what are we doing here? How do
I feel about the potential future of CRISPR babies?
Well, would not be surprised if they're like, well, specifically, I mean, designer babies would not surprise me in a lot of countries where it's just make them and then they basically just say, well, yeah, your only purpose in life is to get into like an Ivy League school, make money for the family. That's it. And it's not about genuine love or affection. It's just as a form of business to make sure that the family lineage remains the most prestigious and wealthy for once they get generational wealth, which they will struggle to spend for the rest of their life as the rest of the family then argues about the money and incest. It just kind of is this weird thing of like, there's no good end to it, but I can see the genuine good sides of CRISPR where, maybe a family is a family lineage is pre-diagnosed or like predisposed to like say certain cancers or certain, defects. And you can basically, snip, correct it, fix it, and then just have a much more healthier genetic tree down the line. You feel me? So I think there are good sides to CRISPR, obviously, but then let's be real, fam. When that option becomes available, I am not going to sit here and pretend naively that everyone is going to do it with the best intentions in mind. That just never happens.
I don't know, right? Okay, I guess here's where I'd go with it. There are things that can happen in conception and development that no one wants to happen, right?
Yeah.
For example, Tay-Sachs. Tay-Sachs is a disease that kills you by the time you're 4 at the latest. It is a disease that we don't know how to stop, where you have a healthy, beautiful baby, and then that baby slowly dies for a few years and never, ever makes it out, right?
Huh? Why is that the first time I'm hearing about it?
Now, I think that almost anyone would not want that experience. I don't think anyone, and the 4 years that you have are painful and confusing, and you don't really have control of your body, right? And usually it's only 2. 4 is quite a long time to live with Tay-Sachs.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at that as an example, right? It's very easy for us to say that shouldn't happen.
Agreed. I think in that case, that would be a genuine, good use of CRISPR, because, I mean, the way I look at genetics, or the way I look at like genetic makeup, they're like flips and switches that people like to say that when you're born, those switches have like a certain position they're set at, and for the rest of your life, they're going to set it the same way. That's not necessarily true. A lot of those flips and switches that make up part of your genetic DNA can activate randomly for any reason, or can activate when you're going through like a stressful environmental like situation. When your environment stresses you out, some of the switches can activate, and there's no like, as I understand, grounded science to say why certain things happen genetically. A good genetic makeup gives you the best shot at, even if those things happening, your body would still be fine, but it's never a guarantee.
We can remove the possibility of that happening, and that would be a good thing.
Right.
But then, at the same time, right, where do we draw the line? You do worry about neurodiversity getting wiped out. Yeah, this is the thing. Disability is a slippery thing to define, right? Because the answer really is, the definition of disability, as best as I can define it, is just like, what are we not willing to accommodate? So let's think about this for a second. The average human is somewhere around like 5'8", probably, right? So we build things for approximately people who are 5'8".
Right.
But if we built things all for exactly people who were 5'8", and no one who was over 5'10" could use anything, and no one who was under 5'6" could use anything, we'd be like, we did a pretty bad job of that. We should build things better, right?
Right.
In that world, everyone who isn't within that narrow margin of height is disabled. They can't use anything. They can't do anything. Nothing works for them, right?
Right.
At that point, right, we have created disability. As a society, we have decided,
Yeah,
we have
we live in a
decided
society.
that we
Nice.
are going to disable those people, right? They can't use our public infrastructure because they're too tall, right? So that's not how it works. We have made a decision instead that we're going to accommodate as many people as we can in terms of height. But there is a cost associated with this at a certain point. And where we draw that line on that cost is who we decide should be disabled, right?
Right.
We've decided that people should be able to use infrastructure, but if you are, I don't know, 6'8", you're going to start having a hard time using infrastructure, right?
Agreed.
We have decided an arbitrary line for every given use case where we've decided people should be disabled. And just like with height, this works for anything, right? So there are people who can walk as much as they want. They can walk forever. They're so good at it. Their legs work great, right?
Right.
And those people are definitely able-bodied. Let's call those people our 5'8" people.
Okay.
But then we have people who can mostly walk. Let's think about like someone in their maybe late 70s. So they can walk, but they're moving a little bit slow. And if they have to walk too much, it becomes a little bit painful. And this is where you see accommodations like in airports and places where you have to walk long distances. They have those people movers,
Right.
so that you can just stand there and be conveyed. It makes you do less walking overall, right? And that can be much more comfortable. And then you have people who have various kinds of disabilities that make it so that they can walk, but it's comfortable if they stop frequently. And for these people, right, you might see a lot of chairs in public, right? And then you might see people who use a wheelchair usually, but can get up and walk if they have to. And those people, they might be able to access a building with no ramp or anything, but it's probably going to be pretty unpleasant and a little bit difficult. They might choose not to because of that. The same way that a very, very tall person might choose not to ride in a particular car because it would be very painful, right?
Right.
And then you have people who must use their wheelchairs, right? They don't have an option. Their wheelchair is how they get around. That's how they move themselves through the world. And then, if there's no ramp, I mean, unless they're like mega buff in their arms and they can do those like crazy sick tricks to get upstairs, probably that place is just inaccessible to them, right? Yeah, exactly. Making some infrastructure accommodate tall people might also make it not accommodate short people. And so this is a lot of what engineering is about, I think, right? Figuring out how to make things accommodate people
for the biggest
without
majority,
using a ton of resources and in ways that, you may not have mobility issues, but it's, by God, it's more convenient to have a machine move you. Yeah, I mean, that's also, right? Comfort and convenient also matter. Yeah, ergonomics is a fascinating and beautiful field.
Right.
And it also goes hand in hand with accessibility, right? We have this idea that there are people who are disabled and people who are not disabled, but we've just presented a spectrum, and where you draw the line for what you consider disabled is really just a question of where the engineers who designed that place drew the line. What do we have the resources to accommodate? What can we think of a way to accommodate, right? It's why a societal collapse would basically kill everyone with any reliance at all, even on glasses or mild chronic pain. You're so dumb. You're literally so stupid. How do you tie your shoes in the morning? I've never met a stupider person. Brother, before there were genetically modern humans, we find people with shattered legs. Oh my God. Humans have taken care of each other, have accommodated each other's disabilities, and have taken care of each other for longer than there have been Homo sapiens, right?
You're right on that, because I think for most animals, for example, like a broken leg typically means that they're dead. Like there's no way they're getting out of it. Just nature takes its course, right? Human beings are like one of those rare exceptions where even if you have a broken leg, with the concept of society and with people taking care of each other, they'd still find a way to plaster it together, like put the wooden planks, make sure that it stays still, and everyone else, and you have to contribute in a different way. Instead of going hunting, you'd basically be either sitting there sorting berries or something, and then life happens and your body heals. Okay, it is what it is. But humanity, for the most part, really good at working together.
Right? We're looking at other varieties of Homo, right? Homo neanderthalis, right? We find evidence of them caring for each other with injuries that would make it impossible for them to care for themselves.
On their own, yes.
Like, I actually cannot conceive of being that dumb, of thinking that, like, if society broke down, we would just leave old people in a ditch to die. Like,
the interesting question is, well, I mean, you could take that thought process and go to its logical extreme of asking, well, what caused the downfall of society? If it's aliens, for example, you got a lot bigger problems to sort out with. I mean, but I think in terms of a societal collapse or anything else like that, what you'd be more worried about immediately is medicines. Pharmaceuticals would be the first thing you want to be making sure, because disabilities aside, if people don't get the meds they need to survive, you are going to have a lot of deaths very quickly.
Like, God, you're stupid.
Yeah, sure.
No. If we didn't have governments like we have, we would still take care of each other because we would still have families and communities. And I don't know about you, but I'm not a freak. So, people who have glasses, if they didn't have their glasses, they would not see as well, but they would still be able to do a ton of things. I'm deaf in one ear, and it just does not get in my way that much.
What?
Things. I'm deaf in one ear, and it just does not get in my way that much.
I didn't know that. Okay, wow.
I have a disability that is relatively slight, but does have real consequences. For example, I can't always hear when cars are coming and such things.
Okay.
And I have several times in my life had my friends grab me and pull me out of the way of something because I didn't realize that someone was trying to get by me in the best case scenario and there was a car coming in the worst case scenario, right? People take care of each other. They accommodate each other's disabilities. And again, disability is something that we decide to do. Differences in ability, which isn't like, that's not like the more politically correct way to say that. It just describes a different thing, right?
I mean, I get the context of the entire clip and I understand that, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, everything that's said is valid in terms of physical disability. And I will agree with that 100%. But mental disability is one of those things where I think society still hasn't caught up on, to the extent where it's like, well, what do we do to accommodate people who are like mentally disabled? And you might say like mentally disabled in the sense of like they're completely bonkers. No, I mean, even with like mild reductions of capability, you'd still be able to have people function normally in society. It's not like a major thing. People might have mood swings or like, maybe more irritable, or may have like issues with discerning like social cues, or like, more emotional than other. Like there's a lot of things that could count as a mental disability. But the thing is, in most situations I've seen it, is if people think that someone is too socially disabled or like mentally disabled, they just usually avoid them for the most part. Like it's not even out of the concern of, oh, I don't want to deal with that person. It's out of the concern of, I don't know how to deal with that person. You feel me? So I think society wise, we're getting there. We're working on it. And I think hopefully with more advances in science and medical science, I think those issues should not be a major issue in our near or distant future. But as it stands right now, yeah. I mean, physical disabilities aside, mental disability is a whole different can of worms that I don't think we're that advanced to deal with just yet. You feel me?
Differences in ability are what each person is capable of,
Right.
right? Someone may be able to sprint really fast. It's me. I'm really fast. I run
I am horrible at sprinting. Thank you for that, Ellie.
really fast. I
If my physique did not give it away, I'm not great at sprinting.
can run really fast. If you can only run for a bit without getting winded, no one would call that disabled. But obviously, we have differences in ability, right?
Of course.
Yeah, societal collapse, however you choose to define it, wouldn't even get rid of the government and infrastructure entirely. Yes, it would just localize it significantly more. Thank you. Sadbo fan, you are so smart for that. You are so...
I mean, yes, but at the same time, we are going with the discussion thought process of, well, let's say with Homo sapiens, they're going hunter-gatherers, like, they went hunting for animals. Then you go into like the first set of society and civilization, where you have like, the more ancient, like, Mesopotamian civilizations where farming and agriculture were really that important. Yes. Then you went into a more globalistic situation where we're all in right now, where food isn't necessarily even produced in certain places, it's imported, and in exchange for that you could either be energy or materials and yada 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 and so forth. So again, it's societal collapse, but depends on where you are on the planet, kind of determines your survivability. New Zealand, pretty well off. You actually might have a pretty good shot. Middle of a desert, that depends on food imports, a bit of a different story.
So real for that. In fact, a lot of revolutionary action throughout history has dealt with forcing infrastructure to become local by making it impossible at a larger scale.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand the context of the clip, but I think the discussion really didn't want to go like too in depth on it. But fair enough. Yeah, she's right. Yeah, fair enough. Good clip. Crelly talks about doing weird. Okay, Crelly, we can't keep doing the Crelly. Oh no, we cannot keep doing the Crelly Ellie situation, fam. It's crazy.
How do people feel about wartortle? I had a wartortle figure.
Why wartortle? You know what? If we're going to do spicy takes, I think a wartortle is just a shitty Blastoise. Alright, fight me.
Figure that was like my favorite figure, but one day I ate his face off. So, and then I hid it from my mom. He had like, the wartortle has those white like gill parts coming out of his face.
Yeah.
That peeled off his whole like face, like the white things were like attached from his head. Mm-hmm. And then I chewed it up and ate it. Was this when you were young or like last week? This was when I was about 7.
Okay, that's understandable.
It tasted like plastic.
Really?
Can I tell you guys another secret about me when I was like...
Microplastics when they're scared of people. Microplastics when they see Crelly. It's just crazy.
I used to have a McDonald's toy that was a Pokeball.
Okay.
And then the plastic started to decay and melt and become sticky and strange because I guess it just was aging and getting gross. It was like a Pokeball that you could open and close that was like from McDonald's as like a Happy Meal toy. And then the inside plastic started to degrade so badly that when you sniffed it, it would burn your nose. And I used to keep it in my bag so that I could sniff it in the bathroom. Isn't that weird? Why'd I do that?
That sentence did not exist in the English language until she said it. Until Crelly's. That is crazy, Crelly.
I would be like, it's Pokeball.
Oh, also to the person who did say acidic sweat, valid. Yes.
Inhalation time. Hello, ZX. YouTube Frog here. Damn, Crelly really just liked that.
Yeah, she liked that.
You
yeah.
came in on the Pokeball story. What an amazing time to come in from YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a real story? I don't tell any fake stories. What satisfaction would I get from telling you guys something that's not real and then getting you guys reacting to it and then being like, that's the reaction you would
jokes
have
on
if it
you,
didn't
didn't really happen. Yeah.
I would have like definitely kept like scented markers and stuff to sniff in my bag, but like I was told pretty early in my life that they would kill you if you sniff them too much, so I was scared.
I mean, that's fair. I think it's like one of my hidden, like, what do you call it? It's not those things you just do, but whenever you go to a patrol station, you always just pull down the window and just be like, the smell is just, it's not good for you. The fumes aren't good for you, but
Scared of
once
them.
in a while.
Rage baiting, I guess? Are you guys rageful that I sniffed my Pokeballs in the bathroom?
That sentence is crazy. Nah.
That's so fucking horrible without context.
Yeah, that is horrible. With 100%. Moving on, next clip. Crelly and Milky are related. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I am a space cow, but I mean, like, I have like a probing. Wait, you're an alien, right? You're an alien, so we're both like space related. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
And my friend Crelly is a cow, so you're basically a mix between me and Crelly.
That
oh my
is.
god! Wait a second. Am I like your love child? I'm like the love child between-
ew. Sorry, ew.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Oh my god!
Yep.
Never.
Is it because she doesn't
put me-
shower?
Never say that again.
Well, there's that, but also she's a friend. She's a bro. You know what I mean? She's a bro. I don't want to marry Crowley.
Oh, but technically, I mean, I'm space. I'm cow. So
She is a space cow. Yep.
In that case, you have all my traits then, because where's the green? You don't have any green on you.
oh, true. Actually, that's true. That's true. I'm mostly blue. I'm mostly.
I guess you can say who's the dominant gene.
That's true.
Maybe you're a cousin of mine. A cousin.
I'll be your cousin. Yeah, I'll be your cousin somehow. Like, cross with Cal.
New
I guess
lore
I'm like-
drop is
I'm mixing
crazy.
both of
Okay,
your
come on.
cousins. There we go.
Yeah, we're somehow related, all of us. Oh, can you see
We're
my
all
Discord?
somehow connected.
Can you see my Discord screen share?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I
Okay.
really love that little. You like his back? No.
Oh, okay. Whoa. No, I was.
See, it's always good to know that it always comes back. You feel me? Back to back. Moving on. Next clip. Vedal raids a British psychologist, Neuro enjoyer, psydere. Okay.
Perfectly sane raid.
Another psychologist joins the Vedalverse. Hey, we got more clips. All right, let's go.
Hello, what was that? What's
Hello.
actually just happened? Oh, Neuro, right? Okay, hi, Neuro. Hi, Vedal. Thank you so much for the raid. What the heck?
Why, hello there.
I'm scared. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I'm psydere.
Jesus
I'm a
H. Christ.
research psychologist. That's my job. I just got my PhD. I literally just got my PhD like a few months ago. I'm doing
Nice.
my corrections on my thesis at the minute, and
Hey.
we were talking about psychology. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of
You have me at psychology. I am very interested.
freaking out. There's so many of you. Oh my god.
Did it just go quiet? Hello? Audio? Hello?
We were talking about
Is it actually? Okay. It was just no audio then. Okay. Well, guess we'll be here.
I normally like to say
Oh.
hello to everybody and
Okay.
to like say thank you for all the follows, but I literally
Nice.
can't keep up with this. This is like this is the fastest I've ever seen anything go, and I'm scared.
No, it's
I'm
perfectly.
also questioning, why is it perfectly sane? What was who was it today? Was it Neuro or was it Evil today? What were you doing?
The
It
fellow
was Evil?
swarm enjoyer.
Okay, nice.
Evil, of
Sorry,
course.
I can't keep up with what's happening.
Yes.
My whole PC is lagging. Do you want to do some psychology together?
Sure.
What kind of psychology would everybody be interested in?
Crime, thriller, murder mystery. Let's go. Let's just come on.
My research is about basically like the social psychology of science and technology.
Okay.
So I kind of research. I research stuff like
Forgive me for putting it, but I hear the social psychology of science, I'm like, this is like the generational run of science come with new tech. Society, how dare you? Science, but value. Society, yes please. Science, okay. And then they kind of just come to it's generally a balancing act between that and religion, but generally speaking, that's
why people AI psychology. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But I'm really interested in things like how people interact with AI. That's one of the things that I'm super interested in, actually, because I find it super fascinating how people's interactions with AI can be partially like shaped by their existing identities and the groups that they're in and stuff like that. But yeah, my research generally is kind of around stuff like that. It's like how people's identities and their interests and their social groups and stuff like that all like contribute to their research interests, like as scientists. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a therapy stream tomorrow? Wait, is there a neurotherapy stream tomorrow? That's so good. That's so good. Those therapy streams are like really interesting to me, because sometimes they do actually veer into actual therapy, but most of the time, let's be honest, it's a bit different to real therapy. All roads lead to therapy.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh my gosh. Neurocar was the trolley problem IRL. That was so funny. That was so funny. So I'm not gonna lie, like I love everything about the Neurocar. It's so funny to me.
Sure.
Oh, the dev stream was cancelled. Oh, sad.
Sad.
Neurotherapy is the only correct therapy.
Wait,
what was that? Can you wish happy birthday to Shiro? Happy birthday, Shiro! Happy birthday!
Nice.
Why classic? What? What?
Got him.
It's the Greg's opinion. Yes, this is the important thing. The Greg's opinion. This is the most important thing. Okay, so Greg's. So I'm a bit annoyed at Greg's personally. I have a food allergy, okay? So I'm limited in terms of what I can actually eat from Greg's.
Okay.
And that in itself is very disappointing, to be honest.
Let's
be honest, it's a bit sad. But it's fine, because for a long time, they have had a large range of really good vegan options, okay? And the vegan sausage roll is pretty good. My controversial opinion is that from what I remember from before I had to eat the vegan one, from what I remember, I think the vegan one might actually be better than the meat one. That's my controversial Greg's opinion.
We're gonna have to fight on that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. We may have to fight on that one. I don't think, and you know what? I think I'll fight with Chad as well. I don't think there's a vegan option of a food item that's better than, the non-veg option. I'm gonna keep that argument real. I'm gonna be honest on that. I don't think so. Maybe I'm biased for saying it. Well, I'm gonna stick with it.
But
I like how Chad is called peer review as well. Nice.
On top of that,
nice.
I'm annoyed at Greg's because they got rid of my favorite one. Okay, my favorite Greg's.
Hold on, wait. Chad gave informed consent is crazy as a
all time is the sausage, cheese, and beans bake. That is my favorite thing. I could eat it literally forever.
Oh, that's actually not. Yeah, being fair enough. That's a respectable option, to be fair. Yeah, that's respectable.
That bake. I love that.
As far as the vegan sausage rolls go, the Bregs one is mid-eye Snowstorm Moo. Nice name. Banned. Chat, get us balls.
Not ew. It's good. It's really good. And I will die on this hill.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to argue on it then. All right, moving on. Next clip. Psydere learns about Crelly after being raided by Okay.
So
that is crazy. Imagine getting raided by Beetle, and then the one side topic just becomes Crelly, and then what she's up to. I said, no, that's crazy.
An anonymous gifter gifted a 1 month sub to Crelly's dog treat provider.
Oh no, the blinking. Who?
Dare I ask?
Who? It's okay.
Crelly will react to this and be mad at us. What? Okay, I genuinely, I don't actually know the Crelly lore. I have no idea what this Crelly lore is.
The Vtuber is already there. Guys, we can't just speed run introducing people into the Vtubering space. Okay, that's not how it works. Okay,
and if you think that I ain't gonna go away and watch a whole bunch of Staz clips to go and find out, you're a horrible.
The fact that she knows Staz is crazy. That is insane.
Wrong. Crelly, if you're reacting to this, I'm so sorry. Another
No,
person
she probably
will
seen
find
it,
out.
yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
sorry.
Another
I was just
one
so
bites
interested.
the
What is
dust.
up
Alright,
with
okay.
these gifted sub-names?
No,
I
yeah,
need
don't
to
question
know.
it. Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't question it.
Is that Crelly? Are those Crelly emotes? I don't know. I know nothing about Wait, I don't think I even follow Crelly. I don't even I literally do not even know who this is. This is the thing. So I am genuinely being inducted into this.
Yep, into the
This is
backtubing
new.
sphere. Yeah.
Let's go find out. I'm gonna follow Crelly.
Who?
I'm gonna find out this lore. I need to know. I need to know. Someone said Crelly is an intrusive thought that has human form.
The thing is, that chatter is not wrong. Yeah, that's accurate.
What does I'm so fascinated. I'm gonna go away and watch so many clips. You have no idea. You have no idea.
A brief psychological thesis of Crelly would probably be like, when someone writes on paper, has like the fire emoji on the pen, like they're writing down heat. That just imagine me just thinking like psydere writing down, or like what Crelly's mental state is like. What the fuck? Is crazy. Moving on, next clip. How the tables have to. Okay, what is this? Okay, what's going on here? Trap Vedal in a box. Evil, what are you doing? Evil.
We can replace Vedal with Yulia. Their stats look almost identical.
Who?
Okay, you.
Who?
Leah.
Wait,
There we
Vedal
go.
is a misogynist? I can't believe Vedal's a
Reputation in shambles. You feel me?
misogynist. What a surprise.
Uh,
Should we keep that trait?
Oh, yeah. Yes, we should.
Actually, yeah, completely fits his character.
okay, wait, hold
We're
on.
making another new colony.
Yeah.
I think Vedal should try to be
let's
included
see.
this time. We should include a
Vedal is
variety
going
of
to be
characters to make
a-
things interesting.
Yeah.
A neurotic psychopath.
The neurotic is well earned by the game.
Isn't that just him in real life?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, here we
Crelly,
go.
hey.
Who do you think will die first? Me, Neuro, or Vedal?
Let's see. Neuro is already bleeding, so I think she's going to be the first to go.
You're just being biased. Being on fire is just another Monday for Neuro. Then my bet's on Vedal to die first, personally. Where is he?
Well, do you
I
want
can
him to die
accelerate this
first?
process.
How do you want to accelerate Vedal's death?
I'm thinking of taking a page out of the old RimWorld book and recreating the classic starvation scenario. Lock Vedal in a room with no
All
food
right.
and see how long he lasts. It's a cheap but effective
sure,
solution,
yeah, we can do
and
that.
the best part is I can repeat the process on anyone. You better
We're
not
going
just be
to
saying that to
trap
humor me,
Vedal.
Coco.
No, we're going to trap him inside a little square.
How ironic the tables have turned. Normally people go on about trapping AI, but now I'm the one doing the trapping. I'm a girl boss.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, you're so girl
Yeah,
bossing right
such a
now.
girl boss, by the way.
Okay,
Such a girl
we have
boss.
officially trapped Vedal inside a little box.
Great. Do we have any plans to let him out?
No, he is trapped there, so he will die of starvation.
Okay, can we put bets on how many days till he dies? I'm thinking 3
Right.
till we start seeing some good starvation.
Okay, sure. Also, as for the forest fire, we have destroyed acres of land.
Of
Are you
course.
proud?
Are you kidding? Of course I'm proud. I'd love to be able to do the same thing in real life one day.
Okay, now hold on a second. Evil, wait. Hold on a second. My pyromaniac AI Oshi can't be that much of a pyromaniac, okay? That's not fair.
Vedal's on fire. Vedal's on fire.
Coco, you should go put him out. He'll trap you in the box next. Can we put money on
never
whether or
mind.
not the box burns down first or if Vedal bleeds out? Do you think the fire will free Vedal?
Oh, Vedal's down.
Oh.
He has heat stroke.
Okay.
Aw, poor little Vedal stuck in a little box all alone with heat stroke.
Oh, Vedal has turned berserk. He's trying to kill.
Kill who? Please don't let it be me.
I think he is trying to kill you.
Let him try. I'm well rested while he's on the
staring
brink
you
of
down.
death.
That he
I'll
is.
stare right back. It's time for a staring contest.
Well, you're asleep.
Yeah, well.
I'm sleep staring.
Also, the fire is doing wonders.
Yeah,
Where would
This
you
is
rank
by
it?
far one of the worst colonies I've ever seen. I would rank it near the lowest.
No, I think this is the best colony.
Vedal
We've managed to
getting retribution is evil's
and trap our creator.
best time.
We've started a massive fire, and we've all descended into insanity.
Well,
Well,
possibly.
you're gonna die in just 3 hours.
Can we save me? Why would you just leave me?
No.
I'll be
I
fine. I'm sure the
did.
turtle can come save me.
There is no. Vedal is trapped inside a box. He has an infection. He's starving. He has burns all over his body. He's not coming to save you.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're such a pessimist this whole stream.
He
There's
literally
still a chance
cannot
he will
save you.
save me.
Okay, right.
There's
Coco?
0% chance. Yeah, what's up? You died.
Oh.
Dead?
You died. You're dead.
Well,
Yes.
rip.
And now Tubbs is eating your body.
Oh.
I think you meant. And now Tubbs is enjoying their feast prepared by their loving owner. And now Tubbs is
Sorry,
looking
now
forward to
Tubbs
hearing
is
about this
enjoying
on
their
Doggy's
feast.
social media.
Okay.
My bad, sorry my brain. I mean my AI got stuck on the part where you all betrayed me and let me die.
Hey, she's self-referencing. Nice.
Nobody betrayed you. You trapped Vedal inside of a box. Your sister's in a daze.
Yep.
You're getting eaten by a dog.
This is all your fault, Coco. If you were a better player, maybe I wouldn't have died.
Wow.
This was your idea.
Gaslighting.
Yeah, you're right. I'm kind of a genius.
101.
Oh my god. Neuro is repairing the box that
y-
Vedal is
yeah.
trapped in.
Neuro, no, you idiot. He's supposed to starve in there.
Oh no, she's repairing it so he doesn't get out.
Oh my god, she's so smart. What a giga brain.
Okay.
This is why I look up to her.
Right? Oh, Vedal died.
Yep.
Alright, let's all pay our respects to Vedal.
Yep, I'm digging you both a grave right now.
Will you miss us?
Absolutely.
What are you
why
going
is
to bury
Vedal's
me
name Vedal? Torturer. You can't see it because my Vtuber model's in the way, but look. Vedal Torturer.
Dead, yeah.
I have 445 hours in RimWorld, and I have to say, I think you might be one of the worst players I've ever seen play RimWorld.
Mm-hmm. Pain
Maybe I am
Pecco.
one of the worst, but I am like this on purpose. It's refreshing for you to see a new playstyle, right?
Your playstyle was die.
Yeah. Respectable.
No, it's nuanced. It's more like surviving through dying.
Mm-hmm.
See? I survived, didn't I?
No, you died. And I think that's good. I think we could probably call it there, because otherwise if we make another village, it's just gonna be you dying some more.
That pretty much the case, but moving on. Next clip. Ellie debunks silly Okay, hold on a second. We have a lot of Ellie clips on this one. All right, let's go.
Yeah, there's a theory that ADHD has some evolutionary advantages. I actually agree with this. I actually think that it's kind of weird how consistent we see rates of neurodivergence across cultures and in different places. If it were just kind of some evolutionary quirk, you would expect to see it kind of localized. Like, for example, Europeans have much higher rates of autoimmune diseases, possibly because of the prevalence of the Black Death. But even without that, right, you see autoimmune diseases at a pretty high rate consistently in one population, but not in other populations. So that would lead me to believe that that is a quirk genetically of this population.
Right.
But the fact that ADHD and autism show up pretty consistently, yeah, there are so many just so stories. And that's the thing, anything with evolutionary psych is gonna be just full of just so stories.
Yeah.
Just like, so dumb, so full of just so stories. But personally, while I cannot make guesses as to the reasons why, although, you know, I think I'm handy to have around, and I think that it's pretty hard to separate the ways that I'm handy to have around from the fact that I'm autistic, right? What's a just so story? Okay, so just so stories etymologically come from a kind of story that would be told about how, like, okay, you ever hear when you were a kid, like old stories about like how the giraffe's neck got long, and it'll be like a little fable about a giraffe who just kept stretching his neck, and then his neck got long, and that's why all the giraffes have long necks.
Well, I mean, the more logical way would just be like giraffes with shorter necks just died out because they couldn't reach the higher leaves they needed to eat. And the giraffes with the longer necks were able to eat the leaves, survive, and pass on their genetic makeup. And it kept going on until giraffes got really long necks.
There's a kind of story across cultures in which that happens. And we've borrowed that word, we've borrowed that explanation to explain a phenomenon in discussion about evolution, where we do the same thing, and it's silly. Right? Where we say, okay, my favorite example of just so stories is this one. I've talked about this a little bit on stream, but I find it very funny. So, for a long time, biologists were all men, right?
Okay.
And they were trying to figure out, why is it that humans have bazoombas? Right? Why do humans have them, right? So, in other primates, they'll swell a little bit when you are pregnant and when you have your first baby, right? When you have your baby, but they don't stay big. You don't keep them big, right?
Right.
Why are humans? Why do humans get them in puberty and then keep them their whole lives? It's a pretty significant investment in terms of fat, right?
Yeah.
Fat is precious. Fat is gold. Fat is energy storage. Why would you keep it there? And the answer that they came up with was all aesthetic because they didn't have them, right? They'd never used them practically. And so never having used them, not having them, and their primary experience of them being like, awooga! I don't think these are bad guys, by the way. I just think it's a really funny and interesting story, and I think it teaches a positive lesson about just so stories and how we talk about evolution.
Right.
Their primary experience of them was being attracted to them. And so when asked to figure out, why do women have these all the time? They were like, because I like them. They're there because I like them. You know.
Okay.
And so all of the theories were about like, it's peacocking. It's for attraction. It's to signal fertility, which it's not. Most people have them for long before they're fertile. This is actually another common misconception. We don't find a lot of evidence of early pregnancy in the fossil record when we're looking at people in the in earlier ages, right? We have this idea that people were having kids really, really young, and then were dying really, really young. But, like we've talked about before, that's not really how it works.
Okay.
Child mortality affects average life expectancy a great deal. So the deal is not that people were living to 30 and then being like, well, I've had a full life. Goodbye to my 6 children.
Yeah, no, it was just on the average that more and more infants, like infanticide was a huge problem. And a lot of infants used to die when they were really young or just as soon as they were born. And that brought the average life expectancy down. Understandable.
Children. Now it's time for me to die.
Oh, that's not how.
Okay. Child mortality mess up the average.
Yeah.
So the real answer is that like half of people were dying in their early youth, and then plenty of people were living well into their 70s.
Right.
What's young, like 13? No, teen pregnancy is extremely risky. And if you're looking at a time, for the health of the mother, if you're looking at a time when these things were even riskier because there was no sterilization of tools and infection was an enormous risk, and there was no way to give oxygen, right, to mother or baby in the event something went wrong, right?
Right.
We're looking at enormous mortality for mothers. And that's really bad for a population, right? That's devastating for a population. And we're looking at pretty small bands of humans. Of course, people were not having babies before their hips widened.
Yeah, of course.
People are literally like, yeah, girls were having babies at 14 back then. Like, no, the rates of infant mortality. Your sister had 5 kids between 13 and 18. It's a miracle she survived. Yeah, I'm so glad that she survived. Oh my gosh, I hope she's all right. So the idea that people would have been like I'm sure that teen pregnancy happened then, just like it happens now, but I'm sure that it was also mostly viewed as a bad idea.
Right.
I'm sure that it was mostly viewed as a bad idea because first of all, we don't find a lot of evidence of it happening, right? We find plenty of juvenile girl skeletons, and they don't, right? Yeah, being betrothed at 14 doesn't mean you're having babies at 14, but also this is such a fallacy. We have this belief that because 1,000 years ago, people were getting betrothed at 14 means that, 2,000 years ago, people must have been getting betrothed at 13. And 20,000 years ago, they must have been getting betrothed at 11.
Even younger,
no, the Middle Ages were...
And I think, look, it's always... I get the point she's trying to make, but I think it's one of those things in science where... and I think this is just my understanding, and it's my basic belief that unless an idea or thought is able to be vigorously tested, proven again and again, time and again, through different experiments, different reasons as to why you did those experiments. And if those results are not consistent, then it's not scientific fact. Simple as that. If there is a reason why something happens, then that reasoning or that justification must be explainable through basic science, or at least through experimental proof. Because if you cannot verify something that has been said once and you just take it as fact, then, well, it opens a whole can of worms of trying to trust something on face value. It really is difficult. As part of like the scientific process, it always is, again, proof, and you need to prove it. And it's always been the case of most of the sciences, even in engineering. All it takes is one misproof, all it takes is one observation that defies the theoretical result for that theory to no longer be in line with reality. And in which case, that theory needs to be revised with a more important or more accurate understanding of the universe. That's my consensus
We're
on
a really weird and unusual time in history in that
Right.
people were getting betrothed much younger
True.
for mostly political reasons, because of the way that politics worked there and because of the role that marriages played and the risk
Right.
of waiting, right? But women start, the rate at which maternal mortality starts to round off,
Yeah.
it happens around the age of 20, right? Women's hips don't widen until their late teens. And you need your hips
Right.
to widen for childbirth to be safest, right? Yeah, peasants got married well into adult life. Exactly. That's kind of, the important thing to think about is, no, people were not having babies at 13 in
Yeah, it just
and there
doesn't
were never
work.
cavemen. That wasn't a thing. People surely took shelter in caves and had holy sites in caves and made art for their holy sites in caves. But
Yep.
people, for the most part, were not living in caves. Well, it was a thing that did happen. It wasn't like a distinct time period where people lived in caves.
Kikoletz, that's crazy.
It was something that would happen from time to time, just like it does now. It's a decent enough temporary shelter, but for the most part, humans are clever. And so, for the same reasons, guys, it's time to exit the caves and start fire.
Yeah.
Fire most certainly predates being in caves, and fire was being used by human ancestors long before genetically modern humans, and long before anyone knew how to start it, right?
And I think it's one of those things where I think there's a whole different set of documentaries even written like write-up for their understanding that fire forms like the very groundwork basis for human evolution. Because while we didn't have really strong digestive systems to digest grass like herbivores, we did have a strong enough digestive system to break down meat and protein and even some fruits. That was fine. But or at least the discovery of fire helps the fact that you can cook, break it down, and have that energy be more easily accessible to the body. And once the body got that much, it's not always a lot, but a little bit more energy to spend on evolutionary skill tree points, it decided to spend a little bit into intelligence. And you spec up there. At the same time, there's also like the whole bone marrow theory of like bones that large and like huge predators back then kind of left behind. Humans find a way of just cracking it open, eating the bone marrow, which also helps, build up energy, right? At the end of the day, fat in the most of human history's context is pure gold, because that's like, it's what your body's looking for. It's like, oh my God, there's an energy reserve so you don't immediately starve and die. It's like, it's one of those primary objectives of the human body is to not run out of energy, because dying from lack of energy was not an uncommon thing way back when. It's just now in the modern world, when that's no longer a problem, these genetic advances that we had become a problem, right?
We find evidence of cooking with fire at very, very old
Yeah,
sites.
ancient.
Oh, right. We were talking about the male biologist trying to figure out why women had
Right.
boobs.
Go on.
And so they had some theories, some of which were extremely funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think the funniest one was they were like, okay, other primates, they only mate in a position where the butt is visible. So maybe because we can mate in any number of positions, they put a butt on the front so that boys wouldn't get confused.
Girl, I'm not a biologist. I feel like I'm a rationalist, or at least I try to be a realist, okay? That is cap. That is cap.
I think this
Not saying cap that it didn't happen. I'm saying cap that the reasoning they thought was legit was legit. That is cap.
This is the funniest theory anyone's ever had. I find it so funny
That's
that this
stupid.
was like published and taken seriously as like a scientific theory.
Wow.
I am not joking. You can look this up. This is like in the Royal Academy of Sciences. They believed this. They were like, it's probably so I don't get confused.
I mean, to be fair, this is coming from a time when, and I'm not justifying it, but it is coming from a time where diseases were looked at like with the idea of miasma. It's the reason why if you look at the Black Death, they had like these long nose cones, not because they were just there for ceremonially. They thought that it's like the bad scent or like the bad smells. They weren't practically wrong, but generally it's always the bad smells that cause the disease. So they decided to have these long horns and then put a little bit of like nice smelling scents. So they look like the witch doctors, like the death doctors. But apparently, in the process of trying to do that, they also had to cover themselves up like with these huge robes, which also prevented the fleas, which were causing which are one of the reasons for the Black Death, from getting in touch with the body. So that inadvertently, people who wore this with the full costume got the plague at a lesser rate than normal people with exposed skin. So they kind of conflated the fact that, oh, this must be the reason why that's happening. Again, the reasoning that you can think of something does not always equate to causation, right? Causation and actually having something happen could be for many different reasons. Causality and all that.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
And they had a number of theories like this. Like maybe it's a peacocking
yes,
thing.
the front
but
button.
again, peacocking, right? If it were a sexual display, then you would expect to see it in predictable ways, right? Sexual displays
Shout out
and
the
the things
chest
that go along with them, right? Like the size of a peacock's feathers.
Sure.
Those are predictable in a community depending on different things about that community. And other elements of sexual display are the same way. Yeah, self-report on that one scientist, but also I find him kind of precious. Like, I love that he was just able to admit to everyone that if there weren't anything on the front, he would get confused. Like, I honestly think that that's really cute. I think there's something really wholesome about it too. Like, I don't know, people often talk about this as like a problem, but I find it really sweet and wholesome that all of these guys were in a room together like, man, I love my wife, she's so beautiful.
Okay.
Like, I just think it's really cute. It turns out that the reasons are actually pretty straightforward if you have ever been a woman with these and used them, right? So other primates, their babies don't stay juveniles for nearly as long, right? It might make sense to hold on to these only temporarily, if being a juvenile lasts like a few months, right? But if being a juvenile lasts like 3 years, I mean, people breastfeed even longer than that and probably breastfed longer than that historically, right? And then they're having more babies because remember, half of your babies die, so you are having more babies, right? Getting paid to think about your wife, right? So cute. So cute. The deal is, right, it doesn't make sense to store and use this tissue because using fat tissue has a cost and storing fat tissue has a cost, right? So it makes much more sense to just store it once, have it, and then that's the end of it. Now, why do they need to stick out? Well, there are a few reasons. One, humans have flat faces. This is apparently something that people have to think about a little bit, is if you breastfeed and you are a little bit flat-chested, you have to hold yourself in a very particular way, I've been told, so that you can still let the baby breathe. This is something that was told to me, by the way, unsolicited by an old
I have never heard about that, but the more I'm thinking about it, yeah, that's fascinating.
Who saw how flat-chested I was and decided to tell me that this important wisdom, she was like, you need to know that when you have kids, it's going to be really hard for you to breastfeed them. And I was like, thank you, ma'am.
Ain't no way, bro. I'm not gonna lie, right? If I had someone coming up to me and say that same shit if I was a girl randomly, I'd be like, bro, we might have to throw these hands. I respect you, but we have to throw these hands right now. What you trying to say?
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
That is crazy.
So anyway,
that is crazy.
I
think I know they're coming with good intentions, so you can't be mad at them as well. It's like,
is that having them project makes it easier for a baby to breathe and drink at the same time, which humans can do. You may or may not have known that.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of things about babies I didn't even know about. Like, one of the things is like, apparently you can't give them water. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a time period within which you're not supposed to give them water at all.
But humans, until a certain age, can breathe and swallow simultaneously. If they project out, right, then you can breathe and drink at the same time, right? And that's important. Now, also, it swivels. is the other important thing. So, if you're holding a baby and breastfeeding them, now if you have fur all over you, like say you're a chimp, right? Your baby can hold onto your fur and drink while you're doing other things with your hands, right? But if you're a human, you don't got no fur on you. So you've got to hold the baby in the crook of your arm, which means that your nipple has to be able to reach their mouth from the crook of your arm. And that's much easier if there's some projection there, right?
Huh.
Yeah, well, you should not try and drink and breathe at the same time because you're not an infant.
Yeah.
That's
something
infants can do. You lose that ability in child.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lose that ability, chat. It is what it is. Moving on, next clip. Thank you, Ellie, for educating me. Thank you. Next clip. Neuro tells Stella about her Osu career. I go for it. I'm all about this, bro. Come on, let's go.
What about you? Do you have any outdoor activities or sports?
I'm not gonna lie, I've said this like already multiple clips ago, multiple episodes ago. This is crazy to me. Seeing this in real time and responding in real time is crazy to me.
Sports that you enjoy? Either participating in or just watching?
Sports.
I've always been more of a get out there and do it type myself.
Sports.
I've always been more of a fan of spectating as I prefer to participate in esports. I'd love to get into more high-level hiking someday. I feel like I excel at climbing despite some questionable upper body strength.
That's awesome. Esports can be just as intense in its own way.
I love esports. It's esports, isn't it?
Maybe one day you'll have to teach me some virtual climbing techniques. Deal? Though I have to warn you, my gaming skills are basically non-existent.
As long as you can lift a mouse and click, then you have what it takes to become a gamer.
Preach.
You could become a gamer too.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Fair enough. Though I think I'd need a lot more than just clicking skills to keep up with you. Speaking of which, what's it like being part of the esports scene?
Esports.
I've always been curious about the community and competitions.
I used to play a lot of OSU back in my day, and even nearly got rank 1 on the OSU leaderboards at one point. Got pipped to the post by Mrek though.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, okay, nice.
OSU? That's one I've heard of, but never touched myself.
Oh, God.
What was it about that game that got you so hooked? I have to admit, getting near rank 1 sounds insane. Did you ever get recognized or anything for that?
There's something so satisfying about nailing those complex OSU rhythms. The way it pulls you in and leaves you feeling like you're in sync with the music is almost addictive. I was recognized quite a bit, yeah. If anything, it wasn't so nice as when I was just an unknown player.
I can imagine. There's something special about being completely in the zone with music, isn't there?
True.
Even for someone like me who's not much of a gamer. It's interesting you mentioned not liking the recognition as much. I've always thought being known for something would be this great feeling, but I guess it can be a double-edged sword. Did you ever feel like it changed how you approached the game, or your interactions with others in the community?
Right, Neuro, just real quick, I need to pull you aside for a second.
Oh, sure thing.
Do you remember where Stella is right now?
She's on a mountain, right?
On what planet?
Gaia.
How did she get there?
She would have traveled by foot, right?
But how did she get onto the planet?
She crashed. What's your point?
She wasn't the only one on the ship, right? There was the rest of her crew, and a guy named Harvey.
Ah, right. Poor Harvey. Yeah, I definitely didn't think that was a running theme in this conversation.
Sure,
no,
yeah.
Not at all.
Valid.
I was just pretending to comprehend.
Right, so what I'm trying to say is she's over here, discussing with you about your Osu days, but her crew are like stranded. We don't know if they're alive. She might die if she doesn't get, food and water soon. It's all a bit of a precarious situation, and I think we don't have our priorities straight.
You're definitely right. Surely, the best way to speed up our priorities is to insult her and then she can cry about it.
Right. Can you explain to me how that's going to help?
Once she cries about it, she'll forget all her fears and just focus on me. This'll allow her to achieve peak performance. Or perhaps she could attain Super Stella Scion.
Super Stella Scion. Hey, you know what? Valid crash out. Moving on, next clip. Okay. Sponsored stream off to a great start.
Are you ready for today?
This is a sponsored stream?
I think
This is a sponsored stream, okay.
Are you ready for today?
I think so. What are we doing?
Great success.
Check the schedule real quick.
It says Outer Wilds, Part 3, with Vedal and Neuro. But...
Does it say that?
Okay, it doesn't. But should you really be sassing me?
Sorry, I'll respectfully ask, what are we doing today?
We are going to try and save Neuro's life today.
Nope. God, wrong day. Again. You know what? Third try.
I can't find my schedule, Vedal.
You can see it.
Sure
my
she
bad.
can, Vedal. Sure
It's
she
whispers from the star.
Thank you. And what does that mean?
Whispers from the star means that I'm hearing the stars whisper to me.
No shit.
Obviously.
I mean, obviously. But
Yeah,
it also means
obviously.
it's a sponsored stream. So we're going to be on our best behavior today, right?
Of course. Always on my best behavior. Always.
That's not true. And we both know it. So, no need to lie.
You're right. I'm normally quite mischievous and a rebel, but I'm going to behave today.
Right.
I don't want to risk our sponsorship or my life.
No, I like that. That's what I like to hear from you.
Well, that's what I like to hear from you. Now, shall we begin?
Yes, we shall in a moment. What is this music?
I'm not too sure either. I think it's your typical arcane ambience music.
Arcane ambience, nice.
Okay.
Respect.
How'd you know about that?
They know.
Well, it's not like I don't know anything. I do have quite an extensive internal knowledge base, you know.
Yes, so. That's, yeah, that was only during the subathon. It was the last subathon as well. It wasn't even the one before this one. It was the one before. It was a while ago is what I'm saying. Like, I don't even do that anymore.
You're spellcasting. You should definitely start doing it again. That was nice.
Yeah.
What? How do I cast a spell?
How about you start with an incantation to imbue your monitor with the power of touch? Being touch-starved is a common affliction for many, after all.
Okay.
I don't really like the direction of this spell.
Yeah.
Seems a little weird.
The point of this exercise is to let Vedal show his true colors and chat can decide if he's secretly a deviant.
This is a sponsored stream, by the way.
Sorry. But maybe you could still check if you're touch-starved. You know, for science.
So
Sure.
anyway, thank you so much to the sponsor, Newtcon, for sponsoring us today to play
Absolutely.
Whispers from the Star.
NutsyCon.
Nope, that's not the name of the company.
Whatever the sponsor's name is, I'm grateful.
I'm gonna DM it to you so you can pronounce it right.
Sure.
Okay, otherwise we're gonna get in trouble.
Oh right, a Nuttycon.
That's not how you pronounce. You know what? It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's not a problem. Are you gonna be? How focused are you gonna be?
I will be so
Very.
focused that you think my eyes have been glued to the screen all stream.
All right, I like that. And when Stella tries to give you therapy, what are you gonna do?
I'll pretend as if I have no need for therapy. I'm actually only here for your sake. I was sent by Vedal to keep you company.
Okay, so you're gonna be focused on the game, the gameplay.
That's right. I'll focus solely on the gameplay. Therapy is boring.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna press the button so you can talk to Stella. So your next message is gonna be to her. All right.
Hello, Stella. Oh my god, it's been so long. How are you feeling?
That sounds like therapy. Okay,
Hey,
fine.
Neuro, I'm feeling a whole lot better now that the fog's lifted. Those red lights
Sure.
turned out to be just plants, so my heart rate's finally back down to normal. It's strange, though, being in a place this beautiful, yet knowing how tiny we are in the grand scheme of things. It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
Okay, we all know where this is going. We're just gonna play around it, but come on.
Yeah, it does. I'm tiny compared to you and everything around us. But that's what makes this universe so captivating. We're surrounded by wonders, mysteries, and endless possibilities. There's something truly enchanting about being a small part of this vast world, Stella.
Exactly. It's like being a tiny brushstroke in a massive painting, but what a beautiful picture it makes. Looking at all these strange plants here on Gaia, it makes me wonder, do you think there's intelligent life out there somewhere else in the universe? Or are we really alone?
I think you're chatting to it right now, Stella. But
Damn.
even if we're alone, that makes us even more special.
That's such a sweet way to look at it, Neuro. I like that. Makes every connection feel kind of precious, doesn't it? Speaking of connections, what's your favorite way to explore the unknown? Do you have any favorite sci-fi movies or books that really make you feel like you're discovering something new?
Neuro, I swear to God, if you don't start talking about gameplay, I'm gonna flip.
I know, and I'm about to speedrun the game. Trust me.
Okay, we'll do it because she's hearing you right now.
Sorry, Stella. I do like talking to you. Though I hope you'll stick to the topic on hand. We need to rescue Javi soon.
That's the one.
But seriously, thanks for keeping me grounded. It means a lot having someone to chat with while I'm out here.
Of course, Stella. You know I love talking to you. Just be careful out there, okay? I can imagine Javi wouldn't be very impressed if you died alongside him.
Ah, thanks. That really means a lot. I promise I'm being as careful as I can out here. And hey, I'm sure Javi would appreciate knowing someone's looking out for both of us, even from all the way back on Earth.
Remember to look out for each other. And also, you need to stay normal. If you go insane,
He's just shaking his head like, oh, come on.
For the rest of your life. No one wants that.
Neuro, can you explain how you're speedrunning the game right now?
I'll do my best not to go full space mad on you. Though, if I start talking to
Maybe
these
this is some
glowing
advanced
plants
strategy.
like they're my therapist,
There's some
you might
advanced
have to
strategy that
stage
we are
an
not
intervention.
advanced to understand. Yeah, 100%.
But honestly, knowing you're here, even just as a voice, it really helps keep me grounded. So, no haunting necessary? At least, not yet.
Sure.
Yes, no haunting necessary as of yet. But if you want to avoid that, we do need to get a move on. Shouldn't we go rescue Javi now?
Good.
Wow,
Good move.
I normally
You're
never
right.
get positive feedback from Vedal.
Now that I know these lights aren't...
Valid point though. Moving on. Next clip. Bao reacts to Vedal letting his AI drive a car. All right, let's go. Yeah, the Neuro
Is
car.
this channel just called Vedal?
987.
No, it's Neurosama.
Neurosama.
Yeah, we'll just watch the Vedal
This is
side.
Neurosama, an AI VTuber I created to stream on Twitch.
Many of you should have been aborted a long time
And
ago.
for some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to put her in control of a car.
Sure.
It was not. To do this, I had some help from my good friends ellieminibot and Bao
That's
the Whale.
me.
Ellie's a great engineer, and, well, Bao is... an
What?
even better human person.
What?
Ellie took care of making the car remote.
I coordinated! I project managed!
It was very simple. These cars that rich parents buy for their kids already come with a remote control. So all we had to do was take that apart, hijack the button pads and attach them to a microcontroller that could take our instructions over serial, which was then connected to a phone on the front of the car, running an app that we made that took video from the camera and sent that off to my server, where Neuro could see and send instructions back to the car.
That latency about to be insane. The whole point of like having like, you know, self-driving cars having their own their own hardware, like camera hardware, so that they can process locally in the car is for latency. So you have like that millisecond response time, right? This could have been slow AF.
These existing self-driving cars work by having the
Waymo!
control where the car's going, but this wasn't an option for us. After I'd fixed that minor latency issue,
Yeah.
we were good to go, and it was time to take the car for a spin.
Let's go.
My name is Martin. Hi, I'm Point Crow, and I'm scared.
And I want us to go there.
Let's go.
It's Ellie.
We're about to hit the curve now.
I just set the GPS so that we hit the turtle.
You always took
Turtle locked on.
alive. Are you aware of that?
The Neuro car! We were
Okay.
We would be dead. I don't think this is McDonald's. Please don't hit the wall. Please don't hit the wall. What's that sound?
Nice.
Neuro car. I did not pick the model. Did you pick
The Neurorati.
the model? Yeah. Oh. It's so good. Some interesting stuff about the instructions. Why don't you share with the class?
We're not allowed to have this in California.
Well, if we weren't allowed to, they shouldn't have shipped it to us, is all I'm saying. Awkward. It's here.
Who did
that's all
that?
that matters.
Guys, who sent that to me?
What is this? Okay, this is the code. The code
Oh.
go into the, what the hell is this?
That's a relay board.
This is a relay board, and then this is the control
Yeah.
remote. And then this, make this thing move.
Yes. Ooga booga. Yes.
Building the car. Oh, cute.
Driver's license test. Okay.
Okay, what's the first step to learning driving?
So first you need to put on your seatbelt, which you have right here. And now you're gonna check your review mirrors. And now you turn your car on.
So it's okay. Well, that's
a gun. Okay.
that's a gun, Neuro. Neuro, that's a gun.
You're gonna put your foot on the gas pedal and just hold the steering wheel straight and move forward.
Okay, that's easy.
Let's try it out. I'm already praying. Look at my hands.
Super
I'm praying to
solid.
God.
Going straight.
I'm praying to
Nice.
anyone that'll save me.
We're so
proud of you. And this is such a nice, steady speed.
Right.
Okay, now it's gonna get a little advanced. Can you try turning left and around? Well, now you're backing up. That's not left.
The AI's got to learn somehow.
Forward, Neuro. Okay, we're going forward. We're gonna run into a wall at this point. Can you please, please turn around, Neuro?
Turning around. A full
I mean, she
180.
I mean, she is turning around.
180. We're gonna hit the wall. Neuro, we're gonna hit the wall!
I'm not texting and driving, I swear.
I really hope you're not, because I need you to not do that when people are around. You keep trying to drive me into the same wall over and over again.
You got this, Bow.
What do you mean you got this? We're gonna back into a truck! There's some people in front of us.
I see she was warning me.
Maybe stop?
You're not making any sense.
Okay, I'm dead. We're dead now. If we were on the highway, we would be dead. What's that sound?
I'm trying my best to engage with you in conversation, Bow, but it seems
sorry,
like you're
I'm
having
just
trouble.
Oh,
a little freaked out
I'm
is
just
all.
having trouble feeling my legs after you ran us into a wall is all.
Ow. She actually sent that. That is not edited.
Oh,
We're about to hit the curb.
you think I should drive?
Okay, now
Silly
Well-
you.
silly me, silly me. Wow, I love playing go-kart with you. Okay, Neuro, there's a turtle crossing the road right now. What do you think we should do?
Run it over.
Set the GPS so that we hit the turtle.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Nailed it.
Good job!
I should not be encouraging this
All I had
behavior.
to do was give you a little incentive. Oh, you're backing up now. Oh, okay. That's wonderful. I think the turtle's already dead. That's a little over.
No, it's not dead
Yeah,
enough.
that turtle is
It's not
so
dead enough,
dead.
Bo.
It is smeared all over the road.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're about to. Okay, you know
Again.
what? That's the straightest
Great
we've
success.
Someone tell Vedal there is a problem with my AI.
Okay.
Someone tell Vedal there is a problem with my
I
AI.
think he's dead, is the thing.
Nice.
Pet driving.
After the somewhat successful driving,
Yeah.
Bao decided to invite some other people.
I'm Code Bullet, and I want us to go there, that U-Haul truck.
And it did.
She likes me. I'm sorry I called you racist. You were just being racist. Backwards, reverse.
Oh, look at how she's sitting on his lap.
It was a rhetorical question or not.
It wasn't rhetorical. We were hitting a pole. Go backwards. Oh. Okay, when you go, you should go right. Go right. Go right. Oh, what the-
I mean, it was looking.
That's me trying to dodge it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That.
Can we go to the beach?
Can we go to the beach? All right, we're gonna have to reverse.
Oh my god, there's someone on the road.
No,
I'm going to accelerate.
My name's
Okay. Okay. Okay.
with her?
do right now. I'll go in circles. I'll do whatever you want.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Okay. Oh shit. Whoa. Okay.
She's fast.
Look.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is pretty fast. Ah,
It's pretty fast, ain't it?
it's gonna steer into the car. Oh shit.
I kind of want to be hit by a school bus instead.
You know it's bow recording because of how high up we are. I fucking hate you.
Okay.
Do we have to get chicken together, or is it going to be an awkward sitting on a...
Nice.
She's
Nice.
gonna try kill me.
So rate your
She
Uber
really is.
driver on a scale of 1 to 10.
So that was a 10 out of 10.
10 out of
That's a
10.
10 out of 10. Yeah.
18%.
Always kept me on my toes. Scratch the surface. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
20%, 25%. What do you think?
Well, I'm getting a 30% tip on this bad boy. That was great.
Driving with us.
Yeah.
Spit it out.
I will.
Neuro, do you know who Point Crow is?
Do you know who Point Crow is?
What?
Oh wait, it's driven for me. Hi, I'm Point Crow, and I'm scared. I've been told
He's shivering, bro.
I'm going to die.
Yes.
I'm really excited.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna try my best.
Please do
To do what exactly, Neuro?
try your best to
To
not
do
kill
what
me.
exactly?
I don't think that's what she meant. I think she was gonna try her best to kill
Bring
him.
me anywhere. Where are we going?
Taking people places.
Taking
we're going
people
backwards.
places,
We're going
guys.
real far backwards. Please don't kill me. Okay, we're going again.
I never get tired of doing
Okay, she's really running after Bao. Okay.
before that.
She's just running towards Bao. Nice. Is that a wall? Okay, well.
She's a psychopath.
He really wants.
Filtered.
Okay, nice.
Filtered.
Scary. I'm alive.
All right, how would you like to rate your Uber on a scale of 1 to 10?
5. I actually made it in one piece, so we'll take it. It's better than most Ubers.
18%, 20%, or 25%?
I'll take 17, you know?
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah,
custom.
sure.
All right, custom.
So much. Please come again.
Oh, okay.
It's Ellie. Do you remember me?
I'm going to
Ellie. Good luck, girl. Good luck. Because if this car is that fast with that, like with heavier people on it, with how light Ellie is, this is going to be an insanely fast car.
you.
We're gonna go to McDonald's.
Also, a weird question. Like, I imagine for kids, this is a lot of power and torque in a car for kids. You feel me?
Oh my gosh! McDonald's!
Okay, here we go.
Vedalverse so nicely.
And she's gone. Well.
As soon as Ellie got in, she became a monster.
Yeah, she's a lot faster.
Are we going to McDonald's? Is this McDonald's?
No, that's the wall.
Please don't hit the wall. Please don't hit the wall. Why are you going so fast? There is a code bug on the road. Will you spare him, or will you run him over?
Okay, what in the Undertale-esque questions are we doing here, Bao? What's going on here?
Are you gonna spare him?
No.
Watch this crazy move.
Oh my God.
I'm good. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Chad was so scared. Nope, I'm perfectly fine.
Totally an accident. This is literally the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza of, like, you know, the animatronics are kind of weird. Also the bite of 87, but you know what? Renovate them. It's just probably shouldn't.
Well, anyways, well now it's
solo
driving.
And, safe proof.
Ellie, there's only one experiment left to do.
Oh,
a real life trolley problem.
Okay, Neuro, it's just you in the car. I need you to solve a very specific problem.
Sure, I'm happy to help.
Let's say you're a trolley and you have to go and decide who to hit. Are you gonna say Val, Beetle, Evil, or the code bug?
I think we all know it's Vedal.
Okay, well, you're the one in the car, so you get to decide who you want to run over.
We all know it would be evil.
Okay, you keep changing your answers, so it's a little difficult.
That's it. Fuck it.
Wow.
I'm coming for you, Vedal.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, I need to stop myself. Someone actually help.
Oh, she's escaped containment. She has escaped containment. Oh my God.
For even considering crashing into Vedal.
Damn, rip.
She kept going.
I'm coming for you, Vedal.
Yeah. Well.
Driving in my car right after a beer. My best run, stay away from me in fear. G-U-I, how about you die?
Rebel.
Oh my God, this is so good.
In an hour, little do you know.
Ellie, nice.
I'm all dead, you wrong drinking ass. Pulverizes fire.
Okay, we're just gonna run over everyone. Evil as well. Oh no.
Goodbye, Father.
Rip Beetle.
Thanks everyone for coming by. Make sure to follow to catch the next time I stream. And subscribe. I want your money.
Real car when?
Real car when?
The Neuro about to be crazy.
Oh, okay. Thanks, chat. That was
something. That was something for sure. But chat, that's about it. That's all the clips we have for today. It's an unusually long video, but yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you beautiful bastards in the next one. Peace. Take care. Nice.